Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. Website on the back is chroniclebooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish-Baskin. Websites, there's some websites in the back. ToriHartman.com, WatkinsPublishing.com. I think there's WatkinsPublishing.co.uk as well. I think that's in the black little bar there. Feel free to freeze frame and check those out if you want to. Clearly. Alright, Sagittarius. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We got double cards popping out, which isn't bad. That's it. Busy. Well, you know. Sagittarius usually is busy, aren't you? I think so. Outside perspective, of course. Okay. I think you're doing good, though. I think the point is you are doing good. You got a lot going on. I don't feel bad with this. I see this popping in here. But if it's not constant, you should be okay. Be careful not to overextend yourself, clearly. So I don't want to like play this down like it's not a concern, but like as you keep going forward, you're heading towards a like overdoing it time. If you catch it and you see it happening, I feel like you can fairly easily kind of dial it back before it kind of pulls you down. I don't know, Sagittarius is an interesting one because you all keep moving either way. It's just like moving forward in things you actually enjoy and things that revitalize you versus moving forward with things that are kind of draining you and just like everybody's pulling you multiple directions constantly, that it's sucking the energy out of you. Because I do feel like Sagittarius keeps moving either way. So just make sure when you keep moving forward, you're filling your time with stuff that, you know, livens you up. Don't be giving your energy away to people who are just kind of using it, taking it for what they want. Just give me more. Be aware of those people. Because you do seem to be constantly doing things, and that's good. I don't think that's bad. It's all about how your energy is like replenishing, and like clearly you want to make sure you get enough rest and you enjoy what you want to do. I keep getting like your energy is going to keep moving forward. It's just make sure you're doing things that really you want to do. You really enjoy doing, not just want to do, but enjoy doing. You're not meant to constantly be of service to other people. Like service for yourself. Okay. Hiccups are popping in. Why are we hiccuping? Because somebody's going to walk away from something. Somebody's leaving. Do not pick up what they left behind. Especially if it's a work thing. Okay, because I'm like, there's something more with this card coming in. It says workaholic, but now I'm thinking more like work, like literally work. Somebody's walking away. Somebody's like leaving something undone. Maybe there's somebody with responsibilities. Do not pick up somebody else's responsibilities. Even if you're, just for argument's sake, maybe you're the manager and it's somebody below you, just to be like, but make sure you apply you divide that up amongst other people. Don't just take that on for yourself. Like, don't just take that on. Especially if you're one of those people who manage other people. Because I can see somebody like taking on the extra and just doing it. And for some reason, if you do it that way, it's almost like we never replace that person. Take it with a grain of salt, because I realize this is kind of specific for somebody. They never replace that person. But if you divide it out between other people, they whine and complain about it, and then they replace that person. It may seem like, no, do it that way. Do it that way. Don't take it on, because you'll just get stuck with it, and then you'll be overworked, and they won't replace that person. Divided amount about other people, they will complain, but that will also make things balance back out. If you take it they're just gonna let you keep it. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. It's not about being able to. It's about being happy, and you deserve to be happy. Just keep that in mind. Because I feel like this trap moment coming in, I feel like this is what's coming forward with this, and this is like where we're going to this. Because it's taking a minute to really sink in, but I'm feeling like you're gonna have this responsibility moment that's a little distorted. Just because you can does not mean you should. Does not mean you should. Be careful. If you're in a situation where somebody else walks away, and it's like somebody of the same level, like a coworker, don't offer to pick up the pieces. Don't do it. Because I keep getting the same thing. If you take it on, you just keep doing it, and you get very busy doing it, and people just leave it with you, like, oh, that's problem solved. But if they have to divide it out amongst a few different people, other people will complain, and things will change. The complaining is good. Sometimes, like, not excessive complaining, I know that. But, like, sometimes a little bit of complaining is good. Like, if something is too heavy, people need to say something, and the information needs to get out there. It doesn't mean, just because people are complaining doesn't mean that's bad. Sometimes it's warranted. Sometimes it creates change. Sometimes it's necessary. You know, sometimes the whole thing with the squeaky wheel is to know that there's a problem there, and we need to actually fix said problem. That's not just the squeaky wheel is not just for fun. There's a reason. Like, something needs to change, and I feel like if you do it, if you pick it up, I don't see you squeaking. I just see you doing. Because I get somebody's walking away. Somebody's walking away. This doesn't seem like it's bad, and I don't see anybody doing anything malicious. I'm not feeling anything malicious here. I'm not feeling malicious. I actually feel like, let's see, if you're in a situation, especially if it's a work situation, this is ironic because I can understand why you would get trapped in this. It makes sense to me. People get along. You know, oh, we all help out each other, blah, 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 blah. If yes, we actually do all help out each other and we divide things out evenly, there will be squeaky wheels, and it's good. That needs to happen. That's important. But if Sagittarius takes on, I just don't see you squeaking. And I feel like, well, everybody gets along, and I know that they don't want to do extra, and they have all this going on, and they have all that going on. Well, so don't you. Like, you have things going on too. Let's keep that in mind. Be your cheerleader. Like, you have things going on just as much as everybody else does. You shouldn't be at the detriment just because it's not convenient for anybody else. It's not convenient for you either, probably, because Sagittarius, you're constantly doing stuff. So, and I get this feeling of like, well, yeah, but we all get along, and I want everybody to continue to get along, and I want to be that team player. I want to support everybody, so everybody else. That's good, but like, don't take this on. Something's coming forward. Somebody's leaving. Don't take that on. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't think anybody's going to look at you badly if you don't take it on. I just feel like you might get overworked if you do take it on. You shouldn't take all that on. It's not good. Self-worth. You already have your self-worth. You don't have to. That's another thing I'm worried about here. As if you have to prove something, you don't. So if some of you out there are feeling like, yeah, but I want to prove my worth, you already have. You don't, yeah, no. Don't get caught into that quandary, or whatever you want to call that trap, that mind trap. You already do. You already do prove your self-worth. You don't need to prove anything else. I feel like I'm really trying to convince you not to take something on, even though it's a general read and it's going out to a bunch of people that I don't know, clearly, but somebody's leaving. Don't pick up their mess. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I feel like maybe they've already said that they were going. Because I see the Death card in the past. The World card's about to hit. The time isn't right. People are really good. There's a good energy around this situation. Yes. And I'm not saying there's not. Because I feel like there is. For the people this is going to hit with. For the most part, it's a good energy around this situation. There's something good here. And Sagittarius is very helpful. And that's great. And we want you to be happy and healthy. We shouldn't be taking on more than, it's not fair. You need to be happy just as much as everybody else. And it's not going to be a temporary thing. And I'm wondering if that's kind of how you're viewing it. Well, I'll do it for now until they find somebody else. Something like that. They're just not going to find somebody else if you do it, because they've just like, oh, well, Sagittarius is doing it. They seem to be fine. Okay, but other things we can do. Move on. Sagittarius has it. It's fine. I feel like that's what happens. Because you are very successful and very good at getting things done. The trick is, like, whatever you do next, if you walk away from it and you don't take it on, it solves itself and things go back to where they're supposed to be. If you take it on, I don't see you having... It seems very hard to get rid of. Very, very, very hard to get rid of whatever it is. Like, I feel like you might be taking it on, like, I'll just do it for now. It doesn't go away. Whatever you get, you keep. So, unless you want to trade out things... If you want to trade out things... So, whatever somebody's leaving, if you want that, and you want to trade out things later, is that a possibility for Sagittarius? Is that reasonable? Seven of Swords with the Empress, and they're both coming in, like, on their sides. The dice are coming in on their sides. I still... I get the thing of, like... So say your normal job, just for argument's sake, has 5 things. And then you take on somebody else's 5 things, and now you have 10 things, which is not fair. Like, everybody else does 5, maybe 6. You normally do 5. Somebody leaves, now all of a sudden you're doing 10. That's totally not fair. If you want to keep that new stuff, I feel like this is the game we're playing. Oh, you're doing 10 things? Okay. And you want to keep those 5 new things? Okay, but we'll trade things out. It's kind of like, no, but I want to be doing 5 things again, not 10 things again. Well, we can't do that. So we'll just, and I feel like they just kind of placate you or walk away, or just kind of like, oh, we'll get around to it. We're getting around to it. The best you're going to get is maybe you get down to 7 things, but every time you try to give something away, they'll put something else in its place. Kind of like, now that we know you can do 10 things, we think you should do 10 things, which is not fair. So, I'm just saying. I just feel like this happens in business, and it's one of those things where maybe you could do 10 things, but maybe like in a temporary status. Living your life constantly every day doing 10 things will burn you out. And I don't think people... Like, you can do 10 things probably for longer than many other people, probably. But it will burn you out at some point. And I just feel like... Everybody has different things. Like, people are different. Some people can do a lot. Maybe there's people you work with that can do 15 things a day, whatever. Maybe they can. And maybe it's a rare thing, but there's certain people who can probably do that and be fine with it. There's other people who can do 2 to 3 successfully, and that's just what they can do. Being happy doing 5 things a day is good. The thing is, you're probably already happy. The point of this reading is for you to stay happy. Somebody's leaving. Don't take on their responsibilities. Just don't do it. I just wouldn't do it. It's not going to go bad. Like, is there any negative effect by you not taking on these responsibilities? Any negative effect Sagittarius should be aware of? The High Priestess reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed. I feel like, no. The High Priestess reversed is like, I don't feel like people even notice. I don't think anybody's expecting you to take it on. They're just going to think that, you know, your card is full and that's what it is, and what you do well. The Ten of Swords reversed is like something else is going to fix the situation. It's like, it's not your problem to fix, but it will get fixed. There's other people who that's their responsibility to take care of that. So, unless we did the manager thing again, don't take it on. Disperse it between other people, because it will rectify it the way it should be rectified. Otherwise, I keep getting like this is going to get you in a snafu that you don't want. So I think we've gone through it a couple times. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.